Hi, it's Justin. I'm back again. I am in the Lower Canyon in Sierra Madre, California. I know what you're thinking. That doesn't seem too low to me. Nice view, right? This is a part of the city, Sierra Madre, that is famous for sort of this renegade-y do-it-yourselfer vibe. There were a lot of illegal activities in the 70s. It probably still are, but it was a lot of narco trafficking, etc. At least that's the legend would have it. And a lot of the homes up here are sort of homemade. There's a lot of do-it-yourselfer kind of homes that would not meet code, do not meet code, and are not permitted properly. And I run into this stuff all the time. Here's an interesting one. And when you go in and try to do some work on them, it's a complicated mess because the room you're working in isn't even supposed to be there. It's permitted for 400 square feet, but it's 1,500. Things like that. One of the things about it up here, though, is it's very serene. No cars on the street here, or very few. And you can walk around and it almost feels like you're in a different country. Like it's some little hill town in Italy. Somebody doing some woodwork over there. Houses like this. I want to walk over and see. There was a house that was for sale. I believe still is. Here, this was a derelict. They've put up this kind of weird looking house, but who knows. This was a wreck. That house was a wreck a few years back, and they've torn it down. Look at this one. There's another one. I've been thinking about the market and the housing market and the economy a lot, and I've been doing a lot of research, and I try to get to the bottom of what's actually going on in the world regarding economics and I love this house with the door. Check this door out. It looks like it was pulled off an old house and stuck on a wall. So I'm gonna take you down to this old fire station. I remember there was a time I thought I was gonna buy this place, and it didn't work out. But it's a beautiful old institutional fire station. Unfortunately, they got rid of the doors. It used to have these wonderful roll-up doors, and they're gone, but it's too bad. Somebody's got it now, doing something with it. But anyway, going back to the economy, it's funny. If you look at YouTube, and I probably look at more YouTube than I should, but you could say the same thing about network news. What you see is the best of times, worst of times. You see, the borders getting flooded with immigrants, desperate immigrants, and the American rank and file is suffering, and they're out of work, and they're on oxycodone, and they're committing suicide, and everyone's doomed. And then on the other side, you say, well, there's the people who feel as though the economy is not so bad, and they're saying, well, look. The restaurants are full. There's luxury cars all over the road. There are bidding wars for houses, even now, even though there's a lot less, but it still does happen. So, and I think, what does it all mean? And I think what you're seeing is, you have this kind of best of times, worst of times scenario, which you could argue you always have some of that, and I do think there was a lot less of it in the 50s and 60s and maybe 70s. But what you're seeing now is this situation where you have a lot of these baby boomers and a lot of people who have done well financially in the United States, and they've done really well. And it's not just the top 1%. It's I don't know, maybe it's the top 20%. They're in great shape financially, and maybe it's the top 50%. But then the bottom 50% really are kind of suffering and not doing so well. And I think what you're seeing is this sort of division of, look at this whole place, this sort of division that you had a lot less of 50, 60 years ago. There's this division of, the people who are doing well and the people who are not doing so well. You have people that have just somehow fallen off the track of prosperity in the United States. There's another nice place. Look at this. And then you have people that wrote it and that got that had a steady income, that made pretty good money, that made really good money, that saved their money, that didn't get fired, that didn't get that didn't ruin their life or their career. And have, invested wisely, multiple streams of income, et cetera. And those people are doing fabulously well in the United States. Here's this property. If you want to know more, there you go. Or you can call me. I'll get you in there. But all these people have done well. So then you have these people that didn't do well. They had a single stream of income. Their job got outsourced. Things didn't work out for them. Maybe they had a little addiction problem. Maybe they got injured. Maybe, who knows, right? Maybe they just didn't, here's the house in question. Maybe they just didn't choose the right, it's actually quite an interesting house, but it's been on the market forever. And I would say this is an example of one of these houses that it's priced for 2022 and it's not priced for 2024. The price has to come down. That's the conventional wisdom. I mean, it's priced at 3% interest rates, not whatever we have now, 6 or 7. So, but if you're interested in this property, reach out, and I'll get you in there. But I don't think you will, because nobody's buying it. There was just some people here a minute ago, but they've left, and who knows? Maybe they'll be the ones. But this is one of the things that really gets to me, that there's this best of times, worst of times, where you have people complaining about how miserable it is. And, all these people, there are so many people that are in such a terrible financial situation. And a lot of them really didn't do anything wrong. They were doing what they thought they were supposed to do. They were doing what they were told to do. And they kind of fell off they just didn't get the job that they wanted, or somehow it didn't work for them, and now they're poor. They're not bad people. Some of them got addicted. Some of them, they had terrible things happen to them. But one of the things I think you're seeing in the United States is you're seeing this division where you're seeing an increase in the difference between being rich and being poor, or being upper class or lower class, and you're getting to almost a third world kind of economy, where people who have the right job, the right education, made the right moves, they're making 10 times as much as the people who didn't. And I don't think you had that 50 years ago. And I think that really should be, that's worth some research by somebody. The fact that the upper lower class, you're getting into this third world kind of economy where being a blue-collar person who's not particularly well educated means you're going to be really poor. And I think that's what you're dealing with now. The people who made the right moves, got the education, were postponed gratification, all these little things, those people are making 10 times as much as the people who did not. And I think 50, 60 years ago, there was a big difference, but it wasn't 10 times. Maybe it was 3 times, maybe it was 4 times, maybe it was 5 times, but it wasn't 10 times. And I think that's essentially what you're getting in the economy today. And that sucks if you're, it's great if you made the right moves. It sucks if you didn't. And that's, what am I going to do about it? Not much. But I do think it's worth doing a video about. So if you're interested in that house, let me know. And other than that, I will sign out and bid you farewell. Thanks for watching. This has been Justin, the Renegade Realtor from Coast West Real Estate and Next Level Real Estate. Next Level is my brokerage. Coast West is my company. Okay, I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.